The following program has been rated GE. It is therefore suitable for general viewer.
Good evening, our viewer. How are you wherever you're watching us from? Thank you so much for always tuning in to PrayerCaveTV, and as usual, joining us on this favorite spot, the Youth Nation. As we usually say, this is a place we come and discuss issues that are affecting the young people. Nini yo wanapitia in their daily lives, and how do we come up with a solution or give them ways to navigate into these issues that they are facing. And as you have been here, you know we have walked a journey of talking so much topics, diving into different things just to find a solution into these issues that our young people are facing. And today we are going to talk matters social media. We are living in an era where repetition is no longer built daily by the kind of life that you're living, but what are you posting? Who are your followers? You know, we don't impact lives directly, but nowadays with the era of social media, you know how it happens is the kind of influence that you have is measured by the number of followers that you have. So we want to learn more about social media and how has it impacted the life of our young people, either positive or negatively. Now what are we supposed to do when it comes to this juncture? We have our guest today on set. Karibu sana.
Thank you
He's
very
going
much.
to introduce himself even as we continue. Stay tuned.
Hello, our viewers. My name is Njenga. I'm a youth mentor, and I'm honored to be here.
Thank you so much. So today we want to understand more about social media. Of course, si kitu mpya. It's something that is being spoken outside there now that we are in the era of technology, so things are becoming better, and on the other side kuna vile mambo haziendi poa, but we are going to see all of this. Maybe you can start by defining what exactly is social media.
Great. So there are so many definitions that are social media, but we can simply put it as these are the maybe websites, applications where people create, share and exchange information with a virtual community.
Usually say now that we have social media, it has made the world become a village.
True.
That you're here in Kenya and you're able to communicate with someone who is very far. And people have grown even friendship and relationship through social media. So we can see it has its both cons and the pros. Maybe to start with, how has it impacted the life of a young person?
We can start maybe positively. So because social media is great, social media ni poa, and unakuta when you have it, you are going to have some advantages. You can be able to reach somebody who is outside of your country. If we are talking of young people, if your parent is out there working, you don't have to have them physically. If you want to talk to them, you just utamfikia tu, because it is, you have put it, it's a village. So it is very easy to reach somebody who is very far. Again, for young people, you can be able to see how are other young people behaving, or how are they handling situations in their country at the comfort of your home. So there are so many advantages. So unakuta, like, you can be able to see how do other students, how do they school, where do they go to school, what are the subjects that they learn. So for young people, there are so many advantages. Yes.
Maybe when we're talking about advantages, it has also helped when it comes to schools. It is a tool of learning as well, even in the marketplace. Right now we are talking of digital marketing. You know, it is not like how marketing used to be done kitambo. Saizi people are now working in the comfort of their phones, you know. And maybe we can talk more, we can look at disadvantage. What are the pros when it comes to social media?
Social media, initially, the planning, when you come up on social media, walikuwa wameipanga in such a way that it's going to have a positive impact on our lives.
True.
But the negatives zimekuwa mingi kuliko positives. So because you're saying you can market via social media, you can reach people by social media, you can be able even to sell your product. They are so nice. And you find that you can be able even to present your services. You can be able to market your services, what you do online. Unfortunately, the negative effects those zimekuwa mingi. So if you look at whatever we have selling, unfortunately maybe in our country, we have been able to okay everything. Whatever somebody puts out there, fine, we are okay with that. Kila kitu whether and unakuta we don't make noise about it. No one complains. Everybody saying whatever you're going to put, whether it is nudity, whether it is fake news, people just think, we forget very fast. Somebody will put a fake news, we discuss about it today, then tomorrow. Unfortunately, that shida ni the recipient, those that consume the news, especially since we are talking of young people, it is the young people that suffer. It is true. Because they're going to consume very negative news. Because we have told them that whatever you choose to do, whatever information you choose to sell, whether it is positive or negative, we are going to consume it. So you see, negative news travel very fast.
True.
So our young people believe wataona kwamba that fine, even if I come up with something that is not true, something that negates our morals, our values, there is somebody who is there to receive it. So it is so unfortunate that hapo ndo tumefika. So unakuta the young people, instead of looking at the advantage, how can I use the social media maybe to air my views, to sell a product that I have, to look for tools that can help in my education. I can do online writing. So we don't dwell much on that. We don't encourage young people to use social media in a positive way, because that one does not sell.
True.
So whatever sells in our country is negative news, news that do not make much sense, politics. Those are the things that sell. And since the way we have viewed social media, if you have a platform, people are going to value you depending on how many views you have, how many likes you have gotten, how many comments are in your page, and how much has been shared from your page. And since we know, if you share good news, it is not going to travel very fast. So more often than not, people are going to share negative news. So in our country, what you are consuming much is negative news. And if we say that you are what you consume. So if all of us consume negative news, we start becoming negative.
Just true.
Everything that we do, we are looking at the negative. Even if it's a good news, people are always looking at what is the negative news in this positive news. So we always look at the shortcoming of people, the shortcoming of our leadership, the shortcoming of what we eat, because we have become negative. So we will always criticize everything, even if something is good, because that is what we have become, because we have been consuming negativity.
Stuff. Right. And now talking about that, we know many parents now are complaining because they are saying currently parenting is harder compared to how parenting was 20 years ago, 10 years ago. Things are now deteriorating with time, you know. And now we can see there's a lot of screen time when it comes to kids, because these are what the gadgets they are given to entertain them, for them to have fun. How can we advise parents when it comes now to creating time with them and reducing their screen time for their kids?
It is so again unfortunate. I'm a parent. I have boys.
Great.
So it is important as a parent to try to balance between making your kids happy and introducing gadgets to them at a very early age. You see, for them to have learned that you can use a phone, they must have seen it from the parent. For kids, they learn more by observing. So if you get into the house and once the minute you sit down, you just pick your phone, the father has his phone and the mother has his phone, your eyes all on the screen. Your kids, young as they are, they will have learned that this gadget, there's something that
it's very important.
So they always, once they start growing up, they'll start asking for these phones. If you don't give them, they start throwing tantrums because they've learned. I think it is an important gadget. Let me copy my parent. So what we need to do as a parent, once you get to that house, tell your kid know that fine, it is an important gadget. It is a delicate gadget. But once I get home, I place it somewhere. We don't use it when we are at home. So if you have to make a call, maybe you can excuse yourself, make the call and then come back. Again, there are people who have set some rules that at a certain hour of the night, I don't pick my phone. But if you make it a habit that once you're in that house, you spend most or much of your time of the few hours that you have with the kids, they will just copy that. So can we, as young parents, it's important that we create time with our kids. No, kids grow very fast.
It is true.
You only have very few years with them, then they will grow that need of having the parents around. You need to play with your kids. Let them enjoy your presence, because it will reach a point whereby you'll wish to have that moment.
It is true.
And again, it is gone. So let's keep you'll have our gadgets during the day. Whenever we need them, when you're out there, you can have your gadget. But please, once we get home, let our kids see the love and feel the love of the parent. Because if you love your gadgets more than your kids, then they'll feel that maybe you value this gadget more than you do.
Definitely. Now, there's a parent of a teen who already, definitely the teen is using their phone. Sometimes, you know, with this CBC, they use their phones for studies or maybe their laptops. So it is somehow apparent, like, wanaona ni kama hawana access sana to these kids or to their gadgets. And sometimes I hear of stories whereby the kids are in the same house with the parents, but they chat their parent instead of face-to-face communication. How can we help these parents?
You see, it is the duty of a parent to tell the kids we don't communicate that way here. We communicate by way of mouth. So if you have to tell me something, no matter how humongous the house is, just if you're up there, come downstairs, let's have a one-on-one conversation, a face-to-face communication. You know, when you're doing a face-to-face communication, you are able to understand where the kid is coming from. And the kid will also understand why my parent, my dad or my mom, views this issue from
this angle.
But if you're doing chatting, that mzazi mtoto anaambia mtoto teremka ukule sapa. Before you know it, it will reach a point whereby you no longer be able to communicate with your child. It is good that you communicate with your child face on face, because you can see their reaction. So you can tell her whether my child is okay, is my kid fine. Because if a kid comes to supper every evening, and this day your kid has missed, you know that there's something amiss. But if you're communicating via maybe SMSs, via chat, you never know your kids. You'll be surprised, maybe your kid has grown bigger, or your kid has grown thin. Maybe they had an issue, they solved it their way, and you feel that as a parent, you have started to be left out of your kids' life. Because if you get into a kid's life early, it is much easier to maintain that relationship. But if you're trying to get into a kid's life when the kid is a teenager, then you are going to be a stranger in that kid's life.
Wow. Going forward and looking into disadvantages when it comes to social media, there's a lot of bullying that is happening, whereby people are body shamed, you know. There's this thing, like whatever you say, somehow you are attacked. Maybe if you are not conforming to what they want, you know. So there's a lot of cyberbullying. Maybe we can address the issue of cyberbullying.
What we need to do faster, cyberbullying, the problem is not our cyberspace. The problem is us. You see, for that space to be there, there must be people. So cyberbullying shows the worst of us. It is us that are that bad. So we have just gotten a platform whereby you don't have to show your face for you to bully a person. So people have taken advantage of the space that I want to show people, or there's something that I want to send out there. Who am I going to attack? I'm going to attack somebody, but there are so many ways of reaching these people, even if they think that they are hiding. There's a way you can be able to reach them. So it shows how bad we are. On the other side, it is good that we encourage our young people. Do not put your everything out there. You know, most of these sites, they have some privacy settings. You're supposed to limit. Don't tell us, don't give us your contact. Don't tell us where you live. Anytime you leave the house, don't say I've left the house. Don't say I'm in school right now. So people are going, once you leave that digital footprint, people are going to trace you. So it is important that as a person, try to post something that is positive. Just limit what you show us. So that these other people, remember, you cannot control what people are going to say, but you're going to you're in a position to control what you're going to send out there. So if you send minimal information, people are going to have less information to work with. But once you put everything about your age, your school, your favorite food, everything so you're giving us a larger something to work with that you cannot be able to attack you. So it is good that as young people, can we be able to prevent ourselves? Let us make sure that we don't tell everybody who we are. Let's have some privacy. Yeah.
Great. We know there's a lot of pressure that comes with social media. Because as you have mentioned, people are putting everything outside there, of which sometimes it doesn't have to be real. Someone might go somewhere and they just pose with someone's car. They pose, they get photos from the internet and they post, and somehow it gives pressure to others because you want to conform with these people. Maybe it is your classmates. You see your classmate, mulikuwa nae, maybe campus, maybe high school. Amanda, now they have a car, they have this thing, and now it gives you this kind of pressure that you want to achieve what they are achieving. Can we help someone wasi fall for this kind of pressure because someone's just posting something about them? Maybe it's not even real.
This is one of the stressors of social media, what you call the highlight reel, whereby you just show people your good side.
Definitely.
You never see somebody posting their weaknesses, their shortcomings. So, and I tell people, you see, whatever you post out there, maybe you may go to a restaurant and post your favorite meal. You see, maybe your favorite meal is the worst meal that somebody else ever had.
It is true.
So thinking that you're going to impress people, people feel like whatever you are posting, I was there. This is the worst thing I would want to take. So you may think that you want to impress people. So people always want to have that highlight. I bought a new car. You post it. So what we tell people here, it is important that know that this what they are looking at is what you call a social media currency, whereby people are going to value you depending on what you have posted. So if you post a good house, maybe you're going to get more likes. If you post a good car, you post maybe you are on holiday, you have a better life. So if you post that, people are going to start valuing you by that. Little do they know this is not real. So there is the real life that we don't show.
True.
So it is important that let people not get excited or get discouraged because of maybe their classmate is posting their life. They have they exchange cars, they have a good life, they have holiday homes. Don't take that. Live your life. Choose to live that. This is my life. This is how far God has taken me. This is it. I tell people that no matter how little you have achieved, it is an achievement. If you came from a place where you used to share a house with your parents, maybe you lived in a single room, and maybe you are 5 of you and a 6 of you, and you have left home, and you can be able to pay your own house rent of 5,000. That is huge.
It is.
You have achieved a lot. So don't look at the other person, how much they have achieved. Can you value your own greatness and the steps that you have taken in life? How far have you have come, and where are you right now? So if you have taken a few steps, That's your highlight. You should take that. So the other person maybe that you are copying, you feel that they are doing better than you. Maybe that person was born with a silver platter.
Yeah.
He was born, by the time he was 5, he already had a house. The parents were just waiting for him to reach 18 years and get a license and start driving. So everything that was ready for them. So to that person who has been given everything, if you compare yourself with that person, you feel that you're in a worse place, or you are not better like them. But in the real sense that you have achieved better than them, because you have gotten yourself out of poverty, and you're taking step by step and raising yourself to become and improve your life to become a better person. So let's not copy what other people. Anybody can take anything, any sport car, you just post against it. Have a nice sport photo, post it. But in the wrong run, tunakutana na ukitembea mguu. Ile gari ilienda wapi?
Kwa garage.
Yeah, such experience. So once you start saying iko kwa garage, now you have started now lies. Umeanza uongo. So you have that social media life, then your real life hazipelekani. So you start lying kidogo na post watu iko Dubai. People are like, so what are you doing to yourself? Even now you start becoming that habitual liar.
It is true.
So you have to, once you start lying, this lie, you have to cover it with another lie, another lie. So at the end of the day, people will never believe anything that you say. Hata ile siku utapost ukweli,
no one will buy it.
Yo ni ule mtu wetu muongo.
It is true.
Yeah.
Well, you have just mentioned that this peer pressure, or the pressure that comes with social media, is a stressor.
Yeah.
Maybe you can look at the effect of mental health when it comes to social media. How have people been affected?
Sasa hapo ndo shida iko. You see, young people, like for example, you have just said mwemaliza shule at the same time with another person, you are age mates. Then this person, ukiangalia zile vitu wana post, you feel that after high school, the person has gone to uni. He's now doing his masters. Kidogo, he's doing his PhD. You are not yet that. So he's posting his highlights. You after Form 4, bado unapiga hustle.
True.
There is nothing much according to yourself. But in this life, you are achieving a lot. But according to yourself, you feel that comparing to this person, Sisongi, I'm not moving in life. So what you're going to do, you instead of accepting yourself, you start valuing yourself against the achievement of others. So you feel that, once you start doing that, that is now you start stressing yourself. Depression inakugonga because you feel this person, we were in the same class. He has done a lot. Anafanya job work. He has a family. He has 7 kids. Una feel, will I get to this level? Itaifika hapa. So once you start comparing yourself with others, our biggest challenge with social media is comparing your life with others. Because kama ungekuwa na social media, maybe even your classmates, you cannot even remember the last time. Actually, some of them you have never met them. But social media unakuta mtu I've seen when you tulikuwa na high school. Some are in US. And you feel that I'm still around. But if I compare myself, I've made it where I am. So that person is making it out there somewhere else. So look at your advantages. Look at your achievement. How much have I been able to achieve? And once you respect that and you value yourself and you tell yourself, I've been able to achieve this. This is how far I've gone. And I believe God will take me to higher heights. You are not going to feel depressed because you feel that I'm doing something with myself.
It is true.
But once your self-esteem goes down because of what people are posting, again we are saying it is not true, it is not real. If that car you are posting,
it's not yours.
It is not yours. I've not seen you with that car anywhere. So where is it? So I would rather the life that you have. It can be, if you can be able to put food on the table by yourself, you can be able to pay your house rent. You can be able to take care of your kids. Umenunua kashamba kaploto mahali umejenga. You are doing well by yourself. Unaenda vizuri sana. Leave that other person. If you have to post, can we come physically and say that whatever you are posted, nionyeshe iko wapi? Hawana.
It is true.
Yeye tulikuwa najikopia na huo msee. Only to learn that you are way ahead of them, yet you don't post.
It is true.
So don't kill yourself because of what somebody else posted.
It is true. But now we are in a society whereby the social media has portrayed how they, like you say, when you go through social media, they will always tell you 5 ways to have a good relationship, 5 ways to improve yourself, you know, like they are setting a standard of who you should become or who you should be, what you should have, what you should do, what you should not. And we are forgetting like ourselves. Like it's like we have not yet gotten to a place where we understood who we are. Maybe you can just advise someone that I feel outside here, like their life has been built on what is on social media. Whatever they want to become is what is being portrayed outside there, and forgetting this what God has created them to be. Just advise someone.
So the word of God says we are wonderfully and fearfully made. You see, one thing that we need to understand more, so like our physical appearance, that has been a big issue for the youth. What we need to know that if you're an African, there are some physical characteristics that you're going to have.
Definitely.
So you need to understand, where do I come from? Who am I? Even I'm African. This is maybe this is our skin complexion. And that's unakuta like our young ladies, they don't accept, because the media has portrayed that perfect body of a young lady. So every young girl feels that if I don't look this way, if I don't attain this certain height, if my body is not structured like this way, I'm not good enough. But that is what the media has put. So they portray it that way for the sake of what you call for something to be consumed. So they want people to consume this. This is the image that we want you to consume. So if this person wears a certain type of clothes, people are going to buy that because that is the image that people want to be consumed. So if you don't appear that way, you feel that you are lesser of a person. You are not. It is because God created you that way, because maybe you are an African. Your skin would look different from an Asian. Because you'll be surprised if you go to such countries. They like our skin. They like the way we look.
It is true.
So let us not copy other people, feeling that they are better than us. They are not better. The minute you don't accept yourself for who you are, even if we send angels, we send Jesus himself to come and convince you you are good, you never be convinced until you convince yourself that I'm the best that there is. This is the best version of myself. And God created me to be this wonderful.
That's true.
Yes.
Very wonderful. My view, as you've heard, there's so much that we are learning tonight, that you don't have to compare yourself with others. You don't have to look like somebody else. There's that thing that God wanted you to become. There's whatever God created you for, a specific thing. And you don't have to conform because others are becoming, others are saying, or others are this. So stay true to yourself, and that is the best way you can grow yourself and improve yourself. Don't go so far. We are taking a very short break and we'll be right back. Keep it PrayerCaveTV. Welcome back, our viewer. Thank you so much for always tuning in to PrayerCaveTV and always joining us on your favorite spot, the Youth Nation. Vile mmesikia leo tunaongea stories za social media. Ni kitu watu huongea sana, but we have never paused and looked at the advantages and the disadvantages. Are we growing? Where are we going wrong? How do we improve? Now, as our guest has told us today, kumekuwa na a lot of disadvantages that they are not being mentioned, like cyberbullying. People are getting depression out of social media because they want to level up with what they are saying, of which sometimes it's not even real. And we are going to carry on and see what are the advantages of social media. How has it helped us? How has it impacted positively the life of a young person? Welcome back to the set.
Thank you.
Tumeongea so much about the negative side of social media. And najua kuna another positive side. Like we can see currently, socially things are sent through social media. People are able to raise their issues through social media. Awareness is sent also through social media. Maybe we can look at this aspect, the positive side of social media?
So positives ni mingi. It's only that maybe they are being covered by the negatives because portray sana. But there are so many advantages. So, and we can say that when you're looking at a social media, it's a place where you can be able to come up with a noble cause and be able to reach out to so many people.
It is true.
Because social media is very powerful. Maybe you can mention and say these. One of the most powerful things in life, what like for young people, is what we call these words, music, and color.
True.
And that's what social media uses. They just use words, some good music, and good colorful good photos. So young people, they are impressed by that. So social media takes advantage of that. So it's a very powerful tool. So you can use social media to reach as many young people. If you have something, maybe you have a charitable organization, you can use social media. You tell people, this is where I am, this is what I want to take care of, this is a child that I want to take care of, and please come and support this. It's a very powerful tool. In our country, just maybe a few months ago, maybe the rules are still fresh. We saw a young boy being exhumed somewhere because the DCA wanted to come and know what happened to this young man. The young man had already been buried. But social media influencers came and said this is not the end. We need to know what happened.
Exactly.
And everybody took up that story and they ran with it. Just by use of social media.
True.
The boy was exhumed. So it is that powerful. Somebody can be just exhumed from his grave by just social media. People saying this is not the end. We need to know what happened. So you can use social media for purposes of creating awareness. You have a noble cause. I have an idea. We need to go to a certain children's home. So when we need to go to these children's home, you cannot be able to reach everybody physically.
Definitely.
You just create an e-poster, tell people, this is where I want us to go. We need to take care of these people. We need to give back to the society. And people these days, everybody believes social media more than the traditional ways of news or communication. So we can say it's great. Again, you can use social media for purposes of advertising. Kama unafanya biz, you don't have to spend a lot of money in advertising. Just go to your platform, and this is when we bring in influencers. Unfortunately, we have good influencers. Na wengine ile kitu wana influence. Kuna watu you are like Jesus Christ. Again, that's I have a small issue, or not small, a big issue with our country. We have accepted everything. Whether somebody is selling nudity, selling adult stuff, in our country, if you just need it, just by a click of a button, and you have it there. So we need to look at fine, we can use our social media to advertise our businesses, but let's not allow then again everybody. Fine, we say our country, we have freedom of media and speech, but we need to have some limitations so that tusikubalie tena watoto wetu they're able to like see, we expose them to things that are not their age. So kama unafanya biz, go to social media. Tell us what you are selling, where you are. Again, let your video be occupied with music. You know, music is another very powerful tool.
It is.
Yeah, people love music. If you put music and tell us what you are doing, we are going to come to your shop. Or even there are people who are doing great businesses, yet they don't have a physical location.
Yeah, true.
They are too online. This is my product. It is authentic. Tell me where you are. I'm going to deliver it to you, or I can have it delivered. Then ukiona kitu ni legit, you buy, you save the money, and they continue making. So you don't have to stay in the house. Kama ufanyi kitu. Just get a few things, pick a picture safi, have it posted. And you know, young people believe in social media more than physical location. They have, that nice feeling that nimenunua hii kitu online. So business people, entrepreneurs, you can take advantage of this. These, young people, they are the highest consumers of product. Again, research has shown that young people spend, more than 60% actually, they spend about 2 hours every day on social media. That's a perfect market that you can make sure that if I can to be able to get these people, there are so many.
Very many.
Every 2 hours they are online. I can put my product there. So let's take advantage of the market. Another advantage of having some platforms on your own, you can be able to connect with so many people.
It is true.
Everywhere. You can be able to connect with anyone. Even if you are doing business, you are an entrepreneur, you can be able even to connect with a supplier or a buy from a very far off country.
It is true.
And you're able to take advantage of that. You don't have to go there physically. As long as you do your due diligence and you know that this is a genuine seller.
True.
You are going to either buy or sell your products. We even have some organizations that have decided that we are no longer going to advertise through the very well known even media channels, because they know that once I put my advert here in this channel, it's going to be there for a very short time. But once I put it on social media, internet does not forget.
It is true.
10 years my product will still be there. So they take advantage of that. So every young person who is doing business, don't say that you don't have money. Ya kupiga advert. You have a perfect platform. Once you put your product out there, people will see it.
It is true.
And once they see it, they are going to buy. Another advantage is that it is important that as a young person, know that even in schools, you create groups whereby you can all be able to discuss your assignment, do your assignment, share the assignment together, and it is able to reach out. So you don't have to go to, I'm not saying people should not go to school. I'm saying there are some advantages. You can decide that instead of now as wasting a lot of time watching and doing things that are not making sense. Once we create that group, can we discuss our assignment? These are your responsibilities, research on this, these are the person research on that. Then we come together and bring our findings. Then you're going to give a very good report and you get our good marks. So it is important that young people can take advantage of social media. Again, there is what we call those social media communities. People that have the same interest.
Definitely.
Unakuta sisi ni watu tunapenda, we love traveling, we love hiking. So we can just meet amjuani in the first place, then slowly by slowly you start interacting, unakutana. So that social media community now becomes people that know one another. And once you know the other person, you never know, maybe your partner ako hapo, kama ulipatana online. Okay, same what you look for, you just post yourself and this age, I'm looking for this apana. But once you start having you're interacting in those groups, unakuta there are groups, people that love cars, they have their social groups, people that love music, those that love traveling. So once you join such a group, unakuta pengine hata zile issue ulikuwa nazo za depression and stress, it's only that you had enclosed yourself in your own cocoon. But once you go there in that community, you find people of the same interest. There are things that you love together. This is what you can do together. And once you're out there, unakuta it's become a very good stress reliever.
It is true. There's this thing about growing creativity. Like people can learn a lot when it comes to social media. Kwa sababu people are now sharing. If you see there's someone who is cooking and they're sharing tips of preparing a certain meal, you know, there are others who are doing other creative works, and someone is able to learn through what they are seeing, which positively impacts their life, because we can get new skills which are free outside there. There are also the thing about doing online classes. Maybe we can encourage people, these are good courses and they are legit and they are free.
But then there are some courses that some skills. If you go to school to learn them, it will cost you a fortune. But there are people who out there who are saying that this is the skill that you want. All you need is maybe your Wi-Fi or some bundles, and you're going to learn all these. So once you gain these schools, again, I'm not saying that people should not go to the traditional schools, but if you don't have that opportunity, there are so many skills. You just look at what is your interest, what is your field. And again, you see, young people, for them to be able to make decisions, unakuta your exposure also influences on the choices that you're going to make. So if somebody has never seen computers. Ngumu sana usikie mtu anasema nataka kufanya computer engineering.
Kweli.
But once you expose them to that computer, maybe they may fall in love with it and
that's true.
Love that. Again, so unakuta, so there are some skills you may want to learn. Then uende pale online, you find them and you say, great, this is it, and you start following that. So then once you learn those skills, then you convert them to a money making venture. Unakuta great, umeanza umekuwa na your good career, umeanza kutengeneza pesa. So you don't have to like go to school or learn, that is the end. So if you have not gotten a job from what you learned in school, use this platform. There are people out there who are willing to teach you and learn any skill that you want to learn.
True.
There's somebody out there who is willing to. They have, well, it's actually it is. They have already put it out there. Just go, choose the right thing, search and get that. Shida yetu we just love. Kutafuta zile mzote
zile negative.
Yeah, you know, when I say that we just look for what is trending, what has gone viral, and more often than not, what is trending and what is viral, it is something that is negative. Definitely. Something that is mediocre. Kitu tu iko tu. Yeah. Na haikusaidii. So can we look at things that are going to help us as young people and grow ourselves and get the best version of ourselves?
It is true. Yeah,
another advantage I would add. As a young person, please take advantage of I've told you that more than 60% of young people, they are out there.
Yeah.
Wako kwa social media. And then still quit addiction, but if find ukipata a young person mwenye yuko social media, chances are very high maybe it's a personal choice they make.
Yeah.
Ama something else is going
on.
Ama ni gadget inakosa. But kama akona hizo, there must be out there they are doing a lot of. So can you take advantage? If you have a talent, this is another advantage. You don't have to wait until somebody discovers you.
Yeah.
And si kama kitambo ilikuwa that you have to either sing in church, sing in school, so that somebody discovers you. Yeah, unaenda auditions, unaambiwa usikuje, kuja next time, kuja in 2 years time. But if you have your own gadget, kama una lights, unaenda shootia nje. I've seen people doing great things. Unaona mtu anashutia kwa village. I've seen some people doing great things. Nashindo somebody is doing sijui ako kwa shamba, anakuza sijui ndo umaru. And they are doing great. Everybody knows it. So once you have your gadget and you have a talent, get somebody. If you can even record yourself. There are so many platforms zinakubalia watu for those short clips. Record yourself. Let people hear you sing. And once ukiwa online, definitely people watakuona. Let them see you doing your comedy. Let them people see you designing those clothes. You have your small shop, unapika. Let people see you cooking, and they are going to look for you. So the gift that you have, the talent that you have, you see the word of God says that a talent will elevate you. It will take you so that you can dine with the great men and women. So for you to get there, you don't have to go the traditional way. Ingia kwa social media. Weka your talent there. Let people see you doing what you do best. And once people see you, they are going to, kuna watu wako social media and they are waiting for somebody to show their talent. Wanaishare. Those people that have so many followers, they say, Uni fulani, please support this person. Somebody else takes it, anaishare. So inaenda bado inafikia very influential people. Before you know it, huyo mtu chance yake use social media and now the person has elevated themselves out there.
Just true. I'm looking at social media also as a powerful tool when it comes to sourcing human resource. If we look like a platform like LinkedIn, it's something that young people don't use LinkedIn sana because it looks like it's for professional and all that, but I believe it has so much opportunities. Can you encourage our viewers tonight? Maybe ako huku nje anatuma CV and there's a potential employer somewhere in LinkedIn.
Yeah, kuna mtu I heard that those are like those two things are LinkedIn and checking your emails. Those are two things that young people have attached.
Kabisa.
But if you create your own profile kwa LinkedIn, then you have to ensure that you have put a you have to put a very professional, like tena usieke tu kikitu tu hapo. Put something that is well documented. Let people see who you are. This is what I do. Na unakuta una link na watu wengine. Again, on the other end, please, whatever you post in these other platforms, you see potential employers, they are going to, some of them even ask, what is your handle? They come and check. What is it? These days, people, they are saying they can be able to train skills. So what they are looking for is attitude and character.
It is true.
So this young person, for the last 3-4 years, what have you been posting? So they are going to deduce and see, this is the kind of person that we are about to employ. So be very careful with what you post. Usikuwe wewe ni ule msee, like kama maandamano iko, I'm just saying, you post unapiga selfie, no? It's a working day, so you don't unaandamana. You will be like, if you employ this young person, he will ask for permission to go on you. Leave and so be very careful on what you post out there. Let's be professional. Show us your good side. Don't post negativity. Don't post mediocrity. Don't post nudity. Just give us this is who I am. If you're looking for a job in maybe cooking, in music, can you ensure that each and every day you are posting towards that? Like, so if somebody looks at your profile in LinkedIn, they will maybe send you, you are a potential candidate. Again, always check your email as a young person. I think what to angaliangi email. Somebody has sent you the come to a potential interview. Really, will they send you a message on WhatsApp? It is true. They will not. Most of the professionals say that WhatsApp is not an official method of communication. Really, watakutumia. So they have sent you an email. Lakini wewe sasa hiyo ndo uko TikTok. Today, that day, unakuta you are sent an email to attend an interview. You are seeing it a week later. Opportunity imeenda. So let's also balance our professional side and also these other side. To concentrate to na likes na kuna email ulitumiwa na hata ukwenda interview. Kupoteza opportunity just like that. Kindly every morning check your emails. There might be a good email waiting for you. Maybe how can we improve, or what strategies can we employ to improve our social media literacy and encourage people to have critical thinking when it comes to social media and the use of social media? When you talk of social media literacy, well, we can ask ourselves, who is this person that's saying that he's a social media literate? So you're saying that it is anybody who can be able to use, evaluate, and also analyze the information in amepata kwa social media. So that is the person we are saying that for you to have to be literate in social media, you need to see information, use it. First of all, you need to analyze it, then evaluate it, then use it. So those are the most important thing. For you to be able now to see that this is the information in social media. Is it true ama ni fake news? Because our platforms are there is a lot of fake news. A lot of it. Fake information. So you need to ask yourself, information nimepata hapa. I need to evaluate it first. If I use this information, is it right ama is it wrong? Na unakuta mtu aliona tu a message somewhere, iko na link. You click that link, it tells you there's an opportunity ya kazi. Then you are supposed to come with this. You're supposed to send us 20,000, then come for the interview. You're going to find out in this location. Once you go there, ukifika hapo unakuta ilikuwa uongo. Hakuna kitu kama hiyo. So because the information that you got, you did not evaluate it. So for you to be literate in this world, you need to really evaluate the information yenye una receive. Don't just take anything. Don't take any information umepata unasema inaenda nayo. Again we say kuna zingine, you also look for people that are in this field, wanajua kukuliko. You see, usisi to surprise that nilipata job interview na naenda interview, utakuta wewe ndio umejisurprise because somebody will tell you information this is right. Not true. I've seen this before, so please don't take this direction. So every information that you receive, don't keep it to yourself. If it's something that you want to use, can you look for somebody else? Let it be verified. Again, kuna zile wewe mwenyewe unajiangalilia, so you evaluate. So but if you're not sure, Look for somebody else who knows better than you, who is in this field. There are so many people that are willing to help.
True.
Wakwambie hapa, don't take this direction. Hapa utapotea.
This is true.
Yeah.
How can we balance our offline and our online lives? Kwa sababu we realize whatever people are posting on our social media, it's so much different with what they are living.
Yeah.
Yani vitu kwa ground ni different kabisa. How do we balance?
Challenge ni kuwa, I think as young people, ni ngumu, imekuwa ngumu. Like we live our online life tumeileta offline. Tunaishi hivyo. Na unakuta even the way people worship in church, the way they conduct themselves in jobs, unakuta like somebody, the way you relate with your employer, uliona mtu alitrend somewhere akaambia boss wake fire me today, lakini unasema unaenda kuambia boss yako the same, then utakuwa fired thinking it was a joke. Haya, kumbe nilikuwa ni poteze kazi. So ni ngumu sana. We have tumeshindwa kuweka that line between the social life and being online and being offline. So what we need to do, first of all, let us know that these are just platforms that are meant to give us, we say that wakati tulikuwa tunadefine social media, tulisema hii ni platform whereby people come, you create content, then you share it, or exchange with other people in the virtual community. That's all. Inafai kuwa hivyo. Just get your content, share it, wacha iende. But once ikienda, don't live your life maisha ya mtu mwingine uliona akiishi. So ensure that the life that you live kwa social media, just do it for fun. Enjoy. Kuna wengine hata even they have seen people selling their content in the first place, they wanakuambia this is comedy, na naiacha hivyo. But if you consume that, wewe ujui to differentiate between your normal life, your everyday life, you want to live your everyday life kwa social media, you're going to become lost.
It is true.
Once you get lost, depression inakugonga. Stress, depression. Then at the end of it all, imagine mtu anasema alikuwa depressed because alikuwa inaonekana kuna kashida mahali. So let's try to balance ile maisha watu wanaishi social media. Again we say, unaona kama influencers, they are paid to do that. Kuna mtu unaona akona gadget, akona simu ya 200,000. I've seen them saying that nimenunua hii ya 200,000 because this is the phone that I use to record my content. So hiyo ni gadget yake ya kazi. So it's a machine that they use for their own work. Lakini na wewe unataka nichukue ka load, ndo mtoshane na ule mse, ule mtu huo una follow, unataka mkue level moja. Or you find that this person anataka ku-influence, amepewa that phone by a certain phone company. I advertise and I sell, lakini nayo unangangana, you have taken your loan to buy a phone over 200,000. Utabaki umelipa hiyo loan, umekopa sijui wapi. So umejiingiza kwa madeni, trying to be on the same level with even a person does not know you.
It is true.
It's just that you are a follower of that person. So you live your life with your phone for their 5k, bora tu simu. So unapiga inasema hello, hata yakiwa na spot bado unasemanga hello. I think everybody picks up the earphone by saying the same thing. So whether ni kadogo kama ni kubwa, whether it's worth half a million, at the end of the day, it's a gadget for communication. So usitake kuishi kama the person that anaku-influence. So remember, these people, they are paid to do that. So that is their life. They wake up. Kuna mwingine niliona sijui alikuwa anafanya content na wife yake. Wife yake akaanguka. Na hii ikakuwa ni content. So anakaanza kumrecord. So that's content to them. And they are going to have more views. They are going to make money out of that. So wewe huwezi ati umeanguka umejirecord. You see, that's their life. That's their office. That's their life. So they will wake up, they show us how they sleep and what they walk. Sijui anakuambia hii bed imeletwa nimepewa na kampuni fulani. They're influencing for that company. Sijui the house they live in is in a certain estate. So a certain company ndio inauza mashamba huko. So everything about their life, there is somebody behind who is sponsoring that way of life. So ukijaribu kukimbizana na hawa watu utachoka. Mabure. This is a company they have known. Wamejua that young people they are spending all their life online. So they want to take advantage of this. So this person kuja, we have a new phone, we have a house somewhere, we have plots zinauzwa mahali, we have clothes, so get this show, whatever. So if the person that you love following, akona viatu anakuonyesha akona viatu pair 50. You unakuta that out of the 50 pairs, maybe mbili ndo amenunua. Hizi zingine ambazo just post them at the end of your show pale kwa credit, say that these shoes
I bought it from somewhere.
From somewhere else. Umetoka na hajanunua. So jaribu kukimbizana na huyu mtu, utachoka. And you feel that maybe you are not enough. You are very enough, but the people that you are following, ni vile una what you are calling a digital literacy. You are not aware that these things zenye wanakuonyesha. If all those companies were taken away, everything in your corner, they were taken away, you'll be surprised you are better than them. So don't copy such people. Live your life. Wewe kila kitu kwa nani kujinunulia, wale ni kurusho. Na tuseme wanafanya vibaya, hiyo ni kazi yao. That is their office. That's where they live. Let them make money up. But pia tutawa encourage at the same time. Pia watuuzie content safi.
It is true.
Because they also have kids. Tuko na watoi. Please, can you give us something that is going to encourage our kids? Generation eduko now, like the way we were being told, what do you want to become when you grow up? I want to become a pilot, I want to become a doctor, I want to become this. These days don't be surprised to kusema I want to become an influencer.
It is true. It is true.
Things are changing, but let us give good content, encouraging content. Again, when you are in social media, something maybe I can add and say, tunasemanga when a place that you go often to, make sure you go to a place that educates you, inspires you, and heals you.
Wow.
So, kama unaingia social media, go to a page that is going either to inspire you, it is going to educate you, or it is going to heal you. Usiingie mahali
just anywhere
unasikia ile information iko pale, hiyo kitu information imekuharibu, it's not building you, it is even making you less of a person. Kama you love God, ile kote tumeanza kuwatch, it's drawing you far from God.
True.
Usiende those direction. So again, kama unaingia kwa social media and unakuta there's that gut feeling or that institution that tells you that hii kitu achana nayo haikusaidii. Kuna page unaingia mpaka unaanza kuumwa na kichwa, inakuchosha tu. So you have that spirit of God in you that tells you don't consume this content. So you need to be very careful at the content that you consume, because tunasema whatever you consume you become that.
It is true.
So where kama una consume, and I have noted there are countries that don't allow young people to consume mediocrity, nudity.
It is true.
Upuzi. They don't allow that because they know that this is our next generation. So if we allow them to consume this information, that is what they are going to become.
It is true.
In years, maybe in 20 years to come, generation yenye watakuwa na hiyo country, itakuwa, there are people that they don't believe in God. They don't believe in working. They don't believe in respecting their parents, because that is the content in it. But unfortunately, country yetu na itarudia tena. We have allowed people to consume everything, anything. Na unakuta much of the negativity, the bile lenye unaona iko nayo, kelele, unakuta people there is a lot of negativity in our social platform. It is because that is what we have allowed people to consume. Now I'm a consumer, wamekuwa hivyo. Hata hizi vitu unaona like our country, unasikia this day in the week people are not going to work because there is something going on, because it is the negativity. Then unakuta there is something that we are saying about politics. Our politicians they are very good at that, at this. And if you look clearly, and I will allow people to do their own research, these major politicians, they have young people, very young people that learn their pages. They are the one that manages these pages. They are the people that post, because they know what young people want to consume.
True.
If they want to consume negativity, that's what they are going to throw there. So I want to encourage even our leaders, the people that you're going to employ, after these young people, kama umepewa kazi and you feel that you are selling negativity. I know it is well paying, but remember, you are influencing a generation. Na hii generation una influence, utapata watoi later. You're going to get kids. So these kids, they are going to find this negative generation. People that just believe in mediocrity. People that believe in violence, that we can only solve our problems by violence. Then unataka watoi wako they grow in that country that wewe ndo may influence negativity, violence, nudity. Then you start saying that country yetu imeharibika. Hapana. If all of us were to play a part, to say that we want to change our country, let whatever we are going to consume ourselves, because whatever you're going to, whatever I'm going to consume, it is the same thing. It is that spirit in the impact kwa watoto wangu. So if I'm negative, if I believe in I have seen people saying they don't believe in God, they don't believe in they don't believe in all that, they don't believe in working hard, they believe that things just happen. So if you consume that and you put it in your kids, unakuta you have another generation that just stays at home waiting for things to just happen. Because that is what you sold to them. So can we look at what are we selling to these young people? What are we consuming ourselves? So that whatever you consume is what you're going also to feed to the next generation.
Wow. My viewer, you've had all that whatever you're feeding on should educate you, should improve you, and should heal you. So whenever you are interacting with the social media, make sure whatever you're interacting with, it's something that is helping you, it's something that is educating you and even healing you. And there's no better way of closing today's session. I believe we have learned a lot, and also there are some things that we are going to change, and we are going to improve and become better people and raise a better generation that is behind us. Thank you so much for tuning in PrayerCaveTV, and thank you for being with us all through this session. And till next Saturday, keep it PrayerCaveTV. I've been your host, Maureen Boyani.